In this century, we're really interested in our literature. There is no surprise that everyone wants to have an influence on others and take a leading role even in literature, because we had always wanted to learn from the best of the best. What kind of influence did the world literature give for Lithuanians, and how did it affect our authors? To be or not to be? This kind of philosophical question has been given to us from William Shakespeare in the 17th century, but it has left no answer till these days. This century is not an exception as we are still trying to find our identity. We face lots of situations every day in which we try to conquer many obstacles while making lots and lots of mistakes, of course. In that way, we learn more about ourselves, although it is much better to learn not only from your mistakes, but from others too. Books can be a source which can help you find your identity from gaining understanding in others' mistakes. The same existential question was given to us from the most popular Lithuanian professor and playwright in the 20th century. It seems that the passing years hasn't made any changes between the human's personal values. Lithuanian poet Vincas Krėvė was still looking for the answer to this question, to be or not to be. Firstly, we should know that not only this question made them look similar, both of writings belong to the drama genre. In this kind of the books, there is no way to avoid death scenes, especially if it's a tragedy. They can die physically, but mostly before that, they start dying from their inside. Hamlet was murdered by a poisonous drink, but before that, he had to survive his father's loss and the fact that in his family there is a murderer. Skirgaila was also dying only from the inside. As he had to refuse his religion, he started losing his personal values. He had to survive unrequired love, which made him look not as a country leader but an angry animal. His unconditional love to a woman became the explosion of anger and revenge. His spirit was truly dead. Secondly, both of the characters are noble and well known in their country. Hamlet was the prince of Denmark. Maybe he could have become king, but things had changed when his mother got married. The king of Denmark became his uncle Claudius, which had murdered his father. Skrygala was the Duke of Lithuania. There we can see some differences between these two blocks. The Hamlet is only the character. He was created by William Shakespeare and only exists in the book. Meanwhile, Skrygala is a real human, historically important person. It means that Vincas Krėvė book was based on real facts and stays significant writing of that period of time, although these two characters unite caring and patriotic feelings to their country. In both of the books, women play an important role. Both characters, Hamlet and Skrýgaila, are strong, honored for their country, and even they can't resist love. Hamlet falls in love with Ophelia. Hamlet was writing poems and letters to her how hard she affected his life. Actually, they might have had a strong relationship between each other, but Ophelia, it was more important what surrounders said and not the man she loved. Skirgaila has felt selfish love. He was in love with Princess Anna Donute. She didn't love Skirgaila and also was engaged with another man. Nevertheless, he tried to do everything in his might so that Anna Donute would stay with him and feel the same way he did. Skirgaila locked her in the castle. From this scene, we can see Skirgaila not only as a very cruel leader, but also same features as existed in his personal life. The main aspect which makes these two books look similar is the question to be or not to be. It was straightforwardly said in the Hamlet, but according to Skirgaila's plot twist, the author wants us to ask us the same thing. Can we live without our personal values? Does revenge have to be the main motivation for us to live? These questions can spark anyone's interest and make us reconsider our life choices. In this sense, we gain understanding from both of the main characters. We learn from both of these characters' experiences that we cannot let our negative emotions go ahead of us and destroy us. That way, we won't be stuck in one place and will only grow as a person.